Hi, I'm Juhi, and today I'll be giving a presentation on the book that I read for the book club, which is called Give Her Credit by Grace L. Williams. In Give Her Credit, Grace Williams explores the financial barriers that women have faced historically, preventing them from accessing credit and achieving financial freedom and independence. She blends business analysis, social justice advocacy, and financial empowerment, through which lens she examines how systemic discrimination, outdated policies, and unconscious biases have disadvantaged women, especially women of color and female entrepreneurs. Grace uses historical context, real-world case studies, and data-driven insights to highlight the impact that these barriers have had on women building wealth, economic mobility, and growing businesses. She argues that closing the gender gap is not just about fairness, but imperative to potentially unlock trillions in global economic growth. There were 3 takeaways that I took with me from the reading of Give Her Credit by Grace Williams. The first is that financial literacy is empowerment. One of the key arguments in the book is that financial education is essential for women to navigate a system that has been designed with men as the default. Women must understand financial tools and strategies to make informed decisions, increase their wealth, and protect their financial interests. The second takeaway that I got was gender biases that still exist in financial institutions. Many financial institutions and systems still exhibit unconscious biases against women that make it harder for them to secure loans or credit. This can range from higher interest rates to an overall lack of access to capital, especially for women of color. The last takeaway I took was actionable steps that Grace provides for women. The advice that she gives are on how to build credit, improve financial standing, and challenge financial systems. This includes seeking mentorship, advocating for oneself, and understanding the financial tools available in the market. So how does this connect to class discussions that we've had over the past semester? There were 3 ideas that I was able to distill from the book. The first is that of male allyship in financial and business spaces. In the book, Williams emphasizes that men have historically controlled financial systems from banks to investment firms, and allyship is crucial for dismantling barriers for women. We spoke about this in class also, and this is something that I find to be a connection. Male allies who recognize gender disparities in financial access can play an active role in ensuring women receive the credit, both financial and professional, that they deserve, because as we spoke about in class, women don't always speak up and take credit for their work. The second is the gender disparities that exist in finance and business. There has been a long-standing inequality that has kept women at financial disadvantage. Women were historically seen as dependent on men, and then despite this, women receive less funding for businesses, and these disparities persist today despite evidence that women-led businesses often outperform male-led ones. And the last is the importance of negotiation for women. In the book, Williams stresses that women must embrace negotiation as a tool for financial empowerment, even if they may be perceived as demanding or difficult. The book reframes negotiation as a necessary skill, not a conflict, encouraging women to develop confidence in financial discussions and demand what they're worth. And in closing, for these 3 connections, male allyship can amplify women's voices in finance and business. Recognizing gender disparities is key to creating equal opportunities for financial success, and negotiation is a powerful tool for women to break through barriers and claim their fair share. Finally, I had 2 of my friends read this book with me and held a book club. One was male and one was female because I wanted 2 different perspectives on the same topic. My female friend, she was frustrated by the system and considers when real change will be ingrained rather than still a struggle. Like, it will just be the nature of the business and the playing field. And she is motivated to advocate more for women in all spaces, especially business. My male friend, he didn't realize that such a disparity even existed. He thought that things were always equal. He didn't even know. And he sees a need for financial equality and inclusion after reading this book. And after reading this book, he also wants to do more research into the topic. Thank you so much for looking at my presentation and listening to me speak about Give Her Credit by Grace L. Williams.